There was once a noblewoman of monstrous proportion. Formerly slender of frame, an incident occurred that changed her forever. A broken heart. Grief-stricken, she turned to food to plug the hole in her heart. And as her appetite grew, so did her size. Harpy lore. One day, she left her mansion to sate her glut, as was her custom. Her knees ached under her ballooning weight. Walking was now, alas, something of a struggle. On arriving at a nearby market, she saw her favorite fruit at a stall and toddled over. Just as she arrived, the vendor stood up, and their eyes met. On that day, at the stall, she fell in love once more. Thereafter, she visited every day. Her desire for affection only whetted her appetite even more. But even as she ate, she became sensitive about her size. How could anyone love this profound rotundity? But the more her worries ate away at her, the more she had to eat. And then, one day without warning, their love was rent asunder. The street vendor was nowhere to be found. Inquiring among the other street vendors, she learned that he'd moved to a far-off town. Utterly distraught, she returned to her mansion and wept. She yearned to see him, but her excess encumbrance ruled out long-distance travel. Soon, exhausted from weeping, she heard a strange voice and was greeted by the vision of a chalice. To fulfill your desire, you must make an offering. The voice kindled hope in her heart, and she obeyed its instructions. She offered up her lardy surplus. Her blubbery corpulence flowed like tallow and reformed as mighty wings. With a flap, she darted into the sky like a bird. In no time at all, she arrived at her beloved's new town. Searching from on high, she saw him, but he was not alone. The vendor was married and living happily with his new wife. She stared in blank amazement. Once again, her heart had been broken. Why? This was the worst she could have possibly imagined. And yet, she felt strangely unmoved. How could she feel so calm? I thought myself in love with that man. And yet, nothing. She gazed at the street vendor from afar. Neither his looks nor status appealed one bit. Still, she couldn't deny the powerful spark of emotion the day they first met. Then it occurred to her. It wasn't love that she had felt. Certainly it was an intense desire, but it was something altogether different. Come to think of it, she had fallen for him upon seeing her favorite fruit. Doesn't he look scrumptious? She had craved his flesh so terribly she thought herself in love. As the street vendor pleaded for his life, she gurgled, "My, what an exquisite treat you shall be." She swallowed him whole, but it was not enough to satisfy her hunger. She proceeded to devour everything he had. She ate his wife. She ate his livestock. She even ate his home and furnishings. She gorged and gorged until sharp pains ran through her stomach and she fainted. In her unconscious state, the voice whispered to her once more. Deep within her heart, she screamed of her insatiable hunger. "More! I want to eat more!" Again, her flesh melted away and her stomach opened into a gaping hole. Now, with this hole, she would be able to expel anything she ate immediately. Nothing would settle in her stomach. She would never be full again. She could relish the pleasure of eating eternally and continually. She couldn't have been happier. Though her humanity was forfeit, hers was a fitting conclusion. It is said that she looks down from the sky even now, scouring the land for a deliciously handsome man to pounce upon.